Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We're here, we're live, and we're getting set for the last deadline show before another flimming international break. Can you believe it? It's that time again. It felt like we were only just in an international break, and we're going to be spiraling towards another one after this weekend. But that means we should hold on to it a little bit closer, a little bit tighter, and really take it in because it's a big weekend. There's tons of big fixtures everywhere. And yeah, the way SO5's been going in recent weeks, it's anyone's game, really, isn't it? We're here for the deadline show. Of course, I'm Quinny, and I'm joined by my co-pilot, Harry Trades. Harry, my man, good to see you.
Good to see you, mate. Yeah, that was something you made me aware of then. Yeah, it is the last one before the international break, isn't it? Jesus, you've put me on a downer now. Not that I don't like international breaks, but Jesus, they just come round so fast. But I do think this is the last one for like 4 months. So, there is a silver lining, I guess.
It is indeed, yeah. So I think it's like March, maybe something like that. The next one.
It's qualify. It gets serious then. Serious for like us, us being Wales.
Back into something fresh and all that. So, yeah, so it's one of those ones where the main problem with it is obviously we get that void where we've not got the standard competitions open, and then all of our players are just running the roulette of international football, everything that comes along with that. So, just as soon as you think you've got a wee bit of tempo going, you know the team, you know who's on form, stuff happens, So anyway, we've got lots of stuff to get stuck into, and I think we'll start as ever, Harry boy, with the match. Oh, so yeah, we'll start with the matchup tab. We'll just get fired into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the first time I've actually looked at this. Yeah, different looking top, whatever we're going to call that, top 11, 12 there, isn't it? Like normally there's way more of these, imposter Barcelona teams, and there's a couple of them normally flying around, your Sporting Cristals or whatever. I know Botafogo are in there, but we have that league, I guess. Well, not the league, but there's players playing for them. And I mean, yeah, Madrid, what's that? 4 out of the top 5 champion.
Yep.
But 3 aways, by the way. That is, I honestly couldn't tell you the last time we saw that. 4 aways if you want to count PSV as well.
Yeah, Feyenoord maybe.
Yeah. No. I mean, clearly not that many home strong fixtures this weekend.
No, not too many. And I do think the Tottenham one's a funny one as well, because like, Ipswich have got some teeth, It's not like that'll be an SO5 dream, that match. It might be. But like, yeah, the away games, I think they kind of suit the teams that are away from home. Yeah. Like PSG, Leverkusen, Bayern, they're all kind of fine away from home anyway, Like they're not really subject to that most of the time, especially against this level of opponent. But St. Pauli have been the wild card for a few weeks now with keeping the goals down and all the rest of it. And we've seen them win a Friday night at Bochum. Maybe they ran Dortmund really close. Could have took something from them.
Yeah,
and PSG.
So unpredictable, isn't it?
Yeah, just don't know what PSG are going to turn up as well.
Yeah, what 11 do they put out on the field? But yeah, you're right. The fixtures aren't like. I mean, the Bayern ones, not dodgy, but like I fancy Bayer Leverkusen to score pretty well away to Bochum and Angers away for PSG, like you said. Yeah, feels fine, but. Fener played last night, obviously. I mean, most of those teams, if not all of them, played midweek. So we're contesting with midweek rotations again for the most part. Leeds even played midweek, and they have a good fixture at home to QPR. Tottenham the same. I mean, the whole page basically did. So yeah, that's something to definitely take into account, as we've been doing, I guess, for the last couple of weeks, regardless. The 2 Moscow teams.
Look tasty there, don't they? No midweek football because they're UEFA banned. And like I seen someone's Barco on the lineup builder with the members last night,
ready,
and I think that team looked terrible, don't they? Like that's a AAA, that fixture.
Akron, yeah. It's a massive. It is a. You're right. There's a lot of contender. Like River have an absolute incredible matchup at home if it goes to plan. Like you said, obviously Spartak. Dynamo away to Gorica, your lads away to Kilmarnock. There's definitely, even though like they're not actually appearing on this top 12, as far as like contender goes, like there's literally one contender team there, and we don't have any players from them, the imposter Barcelona. So I guess River as well. But like, I think contender could be. I mean, not that we're going to have we could have the data, but I just got a feeling contender's going to be like really high scoring, despite not having like a standout smash a fixture for any one team. We always see that though, don't we? Like it's always the one guy from Spartak and the one guy from whoever in contender, one is X, and it's not so much the stacks I think you have to worry about there. It's more, who's the main guy basically, and can you get all 5 of them in one team? Yeah, but it's definitely a weird spread, though. Really weird spread.
Yeah. Fist bumps to everyone on arrival, by the way. Don't forget to smash that like button on arrival. No matter where you're watching this, like, share, retweet, all that good stuff. I'm not playing a Carter Vickers anywhere. I don't know any Celtic fan that's going to be playing a Carter Vickers card this weekend. So maybe a crazy differential, or it's up to you whether you just fall in line. Andy Laird, how are you only like 16? Who said that? I don't think anyone's accused you of being 16, Laird. Or maybe I missed something. I don't know. Fist bumps.
I think he means like number 16, if that makes sense.
Oh,
gotcha.
Like
only 16 have liked the stream. I think.
Way different than in season. True that. Yeah, some good games. And look at the win percentages still. These are in the high 60s, aren't they, for all these teams?
Yeah.
Man United Leicester is a good looking game.
What's that? Sorry.
Man United Leicester. They've got that kind of like, honeymoon period coming into their life, haven't they?
They don't. Yeah, 100%. Win last night as well. Home, so no travel. Yeah, there's definitely merit in that.
Marseille Auxerre, tasty.
Marseille Auxerre, yeah, not terrible. We've got a couple of MLS.
Maybe a Friday night game.
Well. Ooh, yeah. I honestly don't know who Marseille playing Friday though.
I think so.
Tonight.
They do love a Friday.
They do like a Friday, don't they? I actually haven't looked at the fixtures tonight, so yeah, I don't know whether I want to, because I'm sure I'll get some Friday night curse going on. But yeah, there's quite a few Eredivisie teams at home to sort of lesser teams that they could do a little bit of business.
Yeah.
But like, the cutoff for 60 is far down. Like, look at this.
That is a big list across regions.
No above 80s. Like last week we had 3, I believe. So yeah, it's interesting. But the Real Madrid bounce back. Like this, does this feel like an Ancelotti need to prove a point type of game? Couple players injured again, 4-0 at home to Osasuna type of situation?
I think so. Like, I guess on that note, let's have a. So I was going to say, because I looked at it earlier, but if you look at the projected team for it, if I can go and there we go, boom. It looks pretty like not messing about. Rodrigo and Vinny starting is the main thing for them. For me, like if they two are starting together, and that midfield behind them is just going. That just screams out work, doesn't it? That midfield, like
so much. Unbelievable.
All 3 of them will be everywhere.
Yeah.
And then who cares about the rest of them really from that point, And then Osasuna, you know what they're going to be up to. So yeah, I think the Real Madrid one could be a stonker, but again, SO5 wise, it doesn't really need to be much better than 3-0 for it to be an absolute field day. SO5 wise, for good AA, enough decisives to go around.
100%. Yeah, that's probably the one in champ, isn't it? Because there's definitely a gap then. Looking at PSG, Bayer Leverkusen, and Bayern Munich, in that like they're obviously all away. But we've kind of said that doesn't really matter. But then you get to Tottenham, which could be a punching, could be a boxing match in itself, right? With Ipswich,
Tottenham was it 3-1 against Galatasaray? How did that finish?
They lost 3-1 or 3-2. Yeah, they got beat.
Yeah, I wasn't really following it too closely last night. I didn't have any rivals teams set up. Would you believe it? But yeah, Tottenham. Just want to have a quick glance at that. Just they think he goes all out attack on this game.
Yeah, it's interesting. I know Maddison started last night. I didn't see the exact amount of minutes he got, but I'm still a little bit worried about that. We mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, didn't we, with the Maddison, does he play with him and Kulu?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to, no disrespect, but like, do they need to go with 2 sort of deeper midfielders out, instead of going Maddison, Kulu? Probably not. Like, they could probably afford to do this, couldn't they?
I don't know. It's a tough one. I think, against Ipswich at home, you'd think that's when you do play your attack, because even Bentancur in the base there, like it's all out attack, at that team, it's just all front forward passing players. Ipswich at home, it should be a game where you do that, but yeah, it's funny just because of the results, the way they've been so up and down for Tottenham. It's winning last week against Aston Villa 4-1, like absolutely mugging them off. So maybe with that in mind, they kind of want to do that, kind of get another game where they score a lot of goals. Really go for it. But yeah, no Basuma or Sar, I don't know, it feels a bit naive maybe, except switch on mugs. They're just not the level, there's a difference in opponent there.
Yeah, I don't know. Do they go without Basuma and Sar? Because that's like 2 like really leggy boys there. That can you go without both of them? Not to say Bentancur can't move, but like
He can't move.
I don't know. It feels you hate him, don't you? Is it you?
He just can't move. No.
Yeah,
That's definitely. I've had that energy from the Spurs fans before. I don't hate him.
yeah.
He just doesn't move as much as he's all right. But
Yeah, I think he's a tidy footballer, but I know what you mean. He doesn't like appear to be like everywhere in that sense, and I don't know. It's a weird one, but it wouldn't surprise me if we saw a little shake up there.
Kev Heard, good to hear it, my man. Showshik's good to see him. Yeah, I don't know. I've looked at it before with Tottenham, and they definitely have like a definitive like two shots of midfield, where they do play the ones or the others, and that's how we've seen Maddison miss out because he's opted for these guys, and it would feel, I don't know if it'd be a surprise, but maybe just a wee bit, I don't know, too attacking to start the game with, but
especially after losing last night, like.
Yeah,
whoever was in the midfield last night, I know Maddison was one of the three. Kulu came off the bench. I don't know the other two who started, but like that doesn't go well on. It doesn't look good on the CV either, does it? So
yeah. Must fancy Davis and Dragusin to pull their weight pretty hard. So yeah, fair enough. I guess like from the Tottenham one, we can maybe just springboard off this into the Prem real quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
So we mentioned Man United there. I think that's a good one to look at because they're definitely like honeymooning. No two ways about it. Everyone's kind of probably feeling a little bit lighter on their toes all of a sudden, and balls are getting hit a bit harder all of a sudden, and Bruno's the main man in the middle of this, SO5 wise. Like, it's a good time to have him and you're a captain. You're hoping Leicester.
The Bruno of old, isn't it? It feels like, like the 80 plus every game type of Bruno. That is what I'm getting from the last couple of games anyway. I know it's small sample size, but yeah, it does feel like we're getting into that Bruno era again, from an SO5 perspective. So yeah, don't be surprised if he smashes 80 plus this weekend.
Yeah, the Ajax defence could always perform to a decent level if they get on the same page, you would think, But I think Mazraoui is turning out to be like our top defender pick in the league. He's getting up there. So it just really leaves them to need a forward to deliver. Then you've got a stack.
Likewise.
Well, yeah, Stranger Things.
Maybe, but yeah, no, I think that is the standout fixture for me. Or was it Bergvall, Basuma Matters? Tough to call. I'd be surprised if Sarr doesn't come in somewhere, though. I really would.
Yeah, I like Sarr. He's decent. And this is the Leicester team, if anyone wants to see it.
It'll cause problems. There's pace there,
Yeah. They'll be half up for it for sure, you got to think.
At least Ollie Skip isn't playing.
Yeah, fair enough. That's always a positive. We'll just go back to the top and we'll cycle through them just to make sure we don't miss anyone. Brentford, again, the same kind of team we've seen recently, but Damsgaard's on a 50-50, which I know has hurt some people on the budget Team 2 builds and stuff like that, having that wee cheeky L10 that he's been building towards, maybe nerfed. But otherwise, as you'd expect.
Yeah. This is a weird game to call again. Like I think there was a lot of them last week where you just don't know which way it goes. And
Bournemouth winning,
Yeah, 100%. Like it's so hard to call. Like two decent teams here. Like let's be real, they're probably both in the same sort of caliber right now of team of starting 11, and stalemate or do we get goals? I don't know. Really tough, like super tough to call.
Kepa's on a 50-50 for some reason.
He was injured, wasn't he? I think maybe. Yeah, last game definitely. Maybe not now, but yeah.
Yeah, this is a very even contest, isn't it? This is like Team A and Team B, isn't it? Like just very similar level. Both got good quality in certain positions, particularly up front. They've both got guys that know how to score goals. And very even. I don't know how to call that one. I'm not going to.
Super tough to call. Super tough, yeah. I'm not going to even say anything. There's no point. I'll end up getting it wrong.
1-1. Let's say that. Why not? Yeah. Say something.
I say this is a draw. Score draw, probably.
Score draw. Why not? We stalemate. Palace versus Fulham. Two teams that are really unpredictable in a good way, kind of. Like they can smash. That's kind of good to have. But sometimes they just don't deliver at all. So going against each other. Maybe both of them do great. Maybe both of them do crap.
Yeah. I mean, Fulham had a late winner, didn't they? Obviously, Super Harry Wilson coming up with the goods Monday night. Yep. So I don't think that has earned him necessarily the starting place yet, but he's definitely pushing. Joachim Anderson, ex-club. Don't be surprised if he pops up.
Yeah.
I don't fancy Palace here. I think pressure's on them big time right now. Bit of a London derby. Fulham, obviously, late winner, might be still a bit high off Monday night. Wouldn't surprise me if Fulham turn them over.
I think Palace have got a wee bit of form. It was a draw last week where Wolves ended up being
Was
2 each that game. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think before that they'd had some good points picked up or some good thingies. So yeah, I think this is again very even, but this is a goals galore match if I've ever seen one. It just feels
Yeah.
like both teams will get a shot in at the other one that will hit the net. No problem. It's just who scores the most, I suppose, or who's the better
Bit of
defensively.
AA for goalies maybe here.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Shots faced, definitely. And then this could be 0-0. This game
could be -1. If it could. I mean, Jesus, man, I can't get behind West Ham right now at all. I really can't.
It's a tough one.
You're right, Joe. They have been a bit better.
Everton, I fancy them. I've went for this as a 1-0.
Well.
I think they just take it. But
this could be like
0-0.
I know we probably say every week, but this could be 0-0, and Pickford just does do it 75 plus, and West Ham obviously don't score. But it's one of them where, like, obviously Everton forwards don't score well at that, in that sense. So yeah, I don't think I'd be taking the whole Everton stack or even bits of both sides of it, forwards and defense. I think if anything, I'm taking a goalie and an A defender, probably Ashley Young, but maybe Jared Branthwaite. Well, yeah, one of the two. Yeah.
Against Somerville. Ashley Young could pocket him.
He could. He's tricky, man, Somerville. Like, he'll give a good account of himself, but Ashley Young's obviously, so much experience and still got legs. So, like, I wouldn't be scared of Somerville's, like, explosiveness, really, but he will be a handful.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say Pickford and Dwight McNeil's the play for this one. Just take prop and bop.
Yeah, I don't know. I just worry. There could be a goal in it for Everton. Of course there could, but I don't know. I don't know if I would take that risk. Like, there's so many. Obviously, if he's your only option, fair. But I'm taking like a Cunha at home, which we'll get into, a fucking Mboimo at home. Like, there's just better like mid-range forwards, I think, this week.
You mentioned them. Big Cunha looks looking good for Big Cunha. It's looking good for Big Cunha.
Things are looking up for Big Cunha. Yeah.
Cunha or Son is a shout for captain for Harco here. It's a tough one.
Yeah. Well, someone said Son might only get 60, but I'm going Cunha for me all day.
Captain Cunha's 80, my club policy.
Plus. Yeah. I've always loved Cunha. Like, since the Hertha days, we've just not seen, like, we have seen glimpses of like a bit of a run in the Prem, but feels like he's coming back into it, doesn't he? If he can stay fit, no hamstring tears. This could be 3-3.
No, he's talking about Everton West Ham.
No chance.
After I say
bet my life on it. Mikey Bastard getting my DMs. I'm
playing both my Wolves players together this weekend.
This could be 3-3 though. I'm not even kidding. The way Southampton,
I suppose,
Wolves scored 2 last week against Palace. Like, if anyone's going to win, it's Wolves, in my opinion. But I would not be surprised if Southampton somehow sneak a couple of goals.
Yeah, very possible. I think Wolves win this. I think it's a good win for Wolves. I don't know about Forbes playing, but I don't know what the script is with that. If that's maybe more attacking for this game, but
no Andre would be a big miss if.
Yeah, but no, I was going to say the 3-man midfield should just rubber duck these guys,
Yeah, but I don't know what formation they're going for there if they do go with Forbes, because obviously he's a winger, isn't he?
Yeah, so maybe he's peeling out on this side here, because Cunha just kind of roams around. So maybe it's kind of 5-4-1-ish. Obviously, Nuri and Semedo fly, so you've kind of got that width.
Nuri's a good play this game, I think. I really like Nuri, right? Like, I just think, for like a defender from like an attacking output, like he could be, he could do a DA or two. If they do get the clean sheet, then you're talking really big score
against Kyle Walker-Peters.
Be a tough battle, but
yeah,
Nuri's fucking direct as they come, and he's a wicked dribbler.
Yeah, Wolves win, and then Brighton City's a funny one, because Brighton haven't. Like they've had a wee misstep here and there, right? But they're very much like kind of keeping pace with the top order of the league, And City have lost 3 games in a row in 3 different competitions. Have you ever heard of such anarchy in the world of football? 13 fit players and all this stuff. We've been talking about the last week or so. This is a funny one.
It's amazing when you don't have strength, squad depth. What happens to results and stuff. And we're kind of seeing it play out here. I mean, it's probably a lot down to not having Rodri, I guess, as well. But yeah, man, Brighton at home, I mean, they're not playing midweeks like they were last season. So I know new manager and stuff, but like they're just fresher. Like we just know that this is a thing. And I know City have been able to contend with that because they've had the squad depth. But now you're looking at that and you're going, well, I think the whole team there basically played midweek and they got bad. So like, I don't know. This might be tight.
This will be tight. I think, you know. I still think there's going to be goals in it, but that doesn't mean it won't be tight. You know, I think it'll be quite nip and tuck because Brighton won't really change how they defend. You know, and City, like this team is still amazing. You know what I mean? Like,
of course, yeah. But like this depleted. Like you can't convince me otherwise. You know, traveling and less training time, less contact time at home. You know, on the training ground or whatever. And I know they're used to it. Like City have been playing midweeks for the dawn of time since the dawn of time. Sorry, but a fresh Brighton at home. I do worry. Haaland hasn't been on it away from home. Just missed a penalty. We mentioned it last one, didn't we? We were like, his away form just isn't on. He ain't on it, and he had 2 big chances missed, and subsequently midweek penalty missed. I don't know. But then he goes and scores hat-trick, doesn't he? And just proves everyone wrong. So you just can't, you just can't predict him.
Yeah, it's a tough one. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those ones. I just think about the Brighton games I've seen where there's just so much space to run into, and like you just see City getting 1 or 2 of them coming off at some point. But equally, like Brighton, like I don't think this City defence. I don't think Ederson's like a wall of a keeper these days. You know, and the space. There'll be big spaces in between these guys when they web out. You know, Guardiola will be in the box, Ake will be at left back, Akanji will be by himself, Rico Lewis in front of him, and inverted right back. You know. And that's
if they dominate possession, it's a tough day at the office for Brighton, even if they're at home, isn't it? But if Brighton can somehow, make the possession game, not in their favor, but at least maybe a 50-50, then the game's open as it can be, I think.
Yeah. And then we've got a proper headline match here. Liverpool against Aston Villa. Liverpool, like, absolutely hitting the ground running with Slot, just going from strength to strength. Bossing Leverkusen 4-1, was it, in the end? It was a great victory. And Aston Villa obviously doing their thing. And kind of, like I know they kind of lost to Bruges and they're maybe a wee bit deflated after getting spanked off of Tottenham, but like they've been relatively surprising so far this season. I think a lot of people were surprised how strong Emery's kept them going. And right before the international break, they're both coming against each other. This could be a 6-pointer in some cases.
Yeah, massive game. I do worry with Villa though; they might regress now a little bit with like does midweeks catch up with their squad depth? A little bit, and
this has been changed an hour ago. Wee Boobs is in over Tielemans.
Ooh, Boobs is in. Wow. Yeah, I do worry from here. I think Liverpool could walk all over them, to be honest, mate. I really do. The way they got battered last week by Spurs, I can't see how Liverpool don't win this. It might not be a spanking, but I do think Liverpool not walk here, but I think there's an easy-ish day at the office, whatever that looks like.
You think so?
Yeah, I worry for Villa. I do worry from a little bit, mate.
I think Villa. So I'm kind of with you. I've been kind of on the channel with Villa videos saying like they're either like about to go up a level and be like real serious contenders, or they're at max revs and they're going to regress. And then the last couple of games maybe make you feel that way, right? But I don't think I will completely agree with that until I see them lose this game. If you get me.
Yeah.
So I'm still holding out a little bit of hope that they have a gear that they're trying to get into.
Yeah.
And like if they do, like this midfield, like Liverpool midfield is fine, right? But the way Emery and Aston Villa play, like they could easily control the midfield in this game. And if they do, like Rodgers and Watkins will get chances, and it's in a shootout. And Emi Martinez is a great keeper to have in a game like this. He's a big game player. In the defense, if they're playing that Diego Carlos, it's like a tight back three there with Digne flying up if he can. So I don't know. I think Villa have got the tools, to be honest with you, but it's about if they have that gear or not. That's the part that we'll find out on the day. It's hard to forecast.
The Grav Onana battle will be interesting.
Yeah,
I think that's the one for me. That whoever kind of wins that, because like McAllister's not going to be able to compete with Onana like physically. Not the what I'm saying. Like it just ain't going to happen. Sob will obviously do his running and stuff and whatever. But Onana Grav is the one for me. Not that they'll be like necessarily man marking each other all game, but you know what I mean. Like if Onana's able to like burst through and kind of make runs beyond the Liverpool midfield, and obviously feed the 2 nines of Rodgers and Watkins, then there's going to be shots off. There's going to be chances.
Yeah, let's hope so. Stylish one. I say, like the Villa fans know where I stand in that. I just we need to see it. You know, like let's see the level. Let's see the gear. Have they got it or not? If it's a draw, then I think I'd count it as a moral W. If there is such a thing.
I think that's a positive result. Definitely away to Liverpool.
Man U Leicester we did earlier, but we'll just pop it on the screen real quickly, just so you can see it. We kind of spoke on the game as well already, so we can just scan past that. Forest Newcastle, by the way, Forest currently 3rd in the table, Newcastle 11th. If I said to you at the beginning of the season after 10 games who would be 3rd and 11th out of these two, you would have never said Forest, eh?
No chance. No chance. Surprise package so far, right? Easily. Elliot Anderson revenge goal.
Yeah, and Wood.
And Wood, yeah. I mean, Wood's on fire, isn't he? Jesus Christ.
Gibbs White back in the building.
Gibbs White back,
All at Aina with 100 or something last weekend.
Yeah. I think he got a DA, didn't he? Yeah, got his 100. Gibbs White had good AA, but didn't get the DA. Callum Hudson-Odoi really good. I think this is a good game for Fulham, for not Forest.
Yeah, very good. But Newcastle have been good. They've been good defensively. They've been good at keeping the scoreline down. Pope is a good keeper, in my books anyway.
Yeah.
And Newcastle want to counter. Newcastle want to run into space. That's what they want. So, like, this is a kind of styles makes fights kind of one for me.
Yeah, because I mean, Forest aren't known to like really dominate possession, are they? Really, even at home.
But they're at home and they're going to be like, let's say the possession is 55-45. There'll be spells.
Does that help Newcastle? Because like you said, they don't really want the ball, do they? Like they want to be banked in, and then they burst on the counter. And that, I don't know. Maybe they let them. Maybe they let Forest try and play. I don't think they're good enough to really like play like for 70-30% of a possession game. I don't know. They are at home though, and they'll create. I think it's all set pieces and stuff with Forest, isn't it? Like Wood from set pieces, Gibbs White back in the building on corners and whatever. Yeah, agree. They're a very physical team, and this is a fun game to probably watch, to be honest, in their form.
And that is a 2:00 game that will be the Sunday then. Yeah, so that's probably Super Sunday capable. Ipswich Tottenham, which is one of the highest rated games of the game week. We had it on earlier on, so we'll just pop it on screen. The predictions haven't changed since we last looked at it. Your boy Brennan, of course, we didn't even mention him, but he's in the best 11, it looks like, these days. And all the usual suspects are there for Ipswich. Yeah, did he? Brilliant.
Just doing the business, mate. Does the business. He's got like 10 DAs in like 12 games or something crazy. He's doing well.
He's fulfilling his potential. He's going up a gear. He has really shown it.
Yeah.
The old quality last year when you were going on about him, and I started to kind of
he had a run last year, man. People forget. Like he got like 15 DAs in the end. Yeah. Did well.
Headline act of the weekend, maybe Chelsea versus Arsenal.
It's all on if Cole Palmer is fit, right? I've seen someone put in my Discord then that Maresca said, and I quote, Cole Palmer is getting better, and we still have 2 days to prepare for the game. Hopefully we can have him for a session at least on Saturday, and then we will make a decision for the Arsenal game. So they obviously are going to try and do everything they can to get him fit because, it's Cole Palmer. But it all lies on that for me. I know what that means. I know what that means.
Arsenal have been not doing the business. That's been the main thing. Pressure's getting cranked up on Arteta. This is a this is a big game, isn't it? From both of them. Like no one's coming in this. Like Chelsea are kind of on an upward thing at the moment, but they're not coming into it like mad confident we're going to batter them. Like without Palmer, it's quite difficult.
Yeah, it's all lying on Palmer for me. But like Arsenal obviously lost midweek, Champions League. Still no. Well, it says Odegaard might play. I'm just still not. I just don't like the look of that Arsenal sort of front 5 or 6 there. I just don't think it's. I mean, it's not as good as what it kind of could be, and I don't know. I'm just not having, Trossard. I really don't rate Martinelli. I just think he's just got no end product, and just worries me from an output perspective, and it's just too much to handle if you just Saka, basically. I think without Odegaard comes back in, it kind of helps a little bit. But I think if Cole Palmer plays, I fancy Chelsea.
Yeah, I can see it. Well, Raya's not the clean sheet merchant, is he? And yeah, sorry, I'll tell you all about the sigh if I can get it rectified. But sorry, I'm just trying to just realised and then burst words. But yeah, sorry. I don't know if I can see Arsenal scoring that many. Although Bobby Sanchez is a car crash sometimes, because that's been kind of their problem, isn't it? Is I've just not been putting balls in the back of the net. They've not been winning games. But yeah, no Palmer. Says Fernandez would be the next one to step up.
Yeah, that's just not a good enough placement, is it? Different, very different player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So after the Prem, where will we go? Let's go Bundes.
Yeah, I think we might need to not run through, but definitely.
Yeah. So Berlin is on screen with Freiburg here at the moment. Yeah, I think we probably we're a wee minute or two late. Sorry, and then I just kind of derailed there for a second with the old silent sigh, as it were. Bochum home to Leverkusen is one of the best games of the weekend for Leverkusen in particular. Hoffman, Terry, and Palacios is on a bit of a knife edge. Nobody really knows what's going on with that position at the moment, especially with Aliesh starting against Liverpool. I don't know if you've seen the lineups when they came out, but that was quite surprising. I thought it might have been a masterstroke. He could have worked, but obviously it didn't. The rest of the team's quite as you would expect. So yeah, could be quite a good field day for the main stack you've probably got running there for Leverkusen.
Definitely.
Mainz Dortmund. This is
it's tough.
Goal fest.
I don't know. You should see that Zetner's last couple of games. He's been really good. Like, from a goalkeeper perspective. Obviously, Dortmund to Dortmund.
Grossen at right back, Ryerson at left back.
It's Gross doing the Kimmich role of old, maybe.
Yeah. The old Emre Can role.
Yeah.
Who's now in centre back next to
him. Yeah, I don't love it, honestly. Oh, Amiri didn't play for Dortmund, did he? No, Leverkusen. I was thinking ex-club, but no.
St. Pauli Bayern.
Vasil either scores 100 or 12, isn't it? I think that's the range.
Yeah, certainly. Sané's in from the start.
Ooh, yeah.
Palfinha, Kimmich, Guerrero back into right back. Your boy Alfie's on.
He's on it right now.
Werder Bremen hosting Kiel on screen at the moment. Werder Bremen. No Stark, gutted. Otherwise, don't really care much for any of those other players. Hosting Kiel. Gigovic, Andy Laird's own.
Yeah, he's been I think he won like Player of the Month or something, or got nominated for it, or like Young Player. So, yeah.
That's the only reason I know that is Laird retweeted something.
That's funny.
Leipzig, who got absolutely spanked, got absolutely rubber ducked himself at Celtic Park on Tuesday night, which is great to see. Team looks to be the exact same, but it looks like they might be playing Amadou in at left back rather than Henriks and play Vermeeren at midfield. Why? No, expected rotation. Vermeeren and Klosterman are expected to start. Henriks is doubtful with calf problems. Ooh.
Not good.
Yeah, so wee bit these are not important players, but yeah, just a wee bit of note there to add on to it. But otherwise, team as you'd expect it. You're probably looking at Orban. People are calling for Van der Weert. We all want Van der Weert. Could Van der Weert play this game after getting spanked off a Celtic? I don't know. Gladbach are no mugs. Alassane Playa, Robin Hack, Kleindenheist, Hornerat. These guys can bang. Rocco, 90%, Harry.
I know, mate, but I'm fucking disrespecting him. I don't think I'm going to play him. Away to Leipzig. Mate, is that a Rocco?
Duels, tackles, interceptions, mate. That's what he's all about.
I know, but
that's gegenpressing. That's Red Bull football. It's turnovers. It's his bag.
I don't know,
mate. 100% against Nusan Baumgartner, mate. No problem.
Yeah, he might get. He'll get into some. He'll get somewhere, but I don't know whether.
he'll have his upper range of 80, I would say. Whatever that is, like a 20, 21. I don't know what his good scores are, but not like a peak, because it is Leipzig. Maybe they concede a few goals, maybe gets booked. But like,
yes, I just think, I think he just could get stifled from like a booking, if that makes sense, and a kick out, and
Augsburg Hoffenheim's on screen for anyone after it. The other Schlotterbeck looks really good these days, by the way. The other Schlotterbeck, you would get them mixed up quite easily now, especially the old kits and the Freiburg ones.
the other Wirtz is doing the business, mate. You see Bischoff last night?
Oh, I was going to say there's another Wirtz, but yeah, Bischoff, of course. Yep.
Guy's on flames.
Like we said it last week, obviously you've been seeing it coming for a while, especially with the cards you've got. But one decisive, his AA is rock solid, don't know.
He's like a 30 AA, like quite comfortably most games. Yeah, he's the man.
Absolutely flying. And anyway, yeah, Hoffenheim could do well in this game against Augsburg. Hoffenheim got a good result. No, they played Lyon. No, they did get a good result.
They drew 2-2. They were winning, and then they lost. Like they ended up conceding really late, but scored really late, and
Is that how it shaked out?
Yeah.
Stuttgart, Frankfurt, very big 6-pointer.
Yeah, this is huge.
Yeah, full strength Stuttgart. Fabian Rieder looking to start over Umdav. And Demirovic starting this one. I think Bilal Toure maybe started last weekend of the Champions League or something. But yeah, changes up front. But everywhere else is really as you would expect at this point, I think. And then Mamouche, did you see his free kick?
I didn't. I've heard about it though. I heard it was great.
Oh, it was one of those ones that see after it hits the bar, see when it strikes down at the ground. No, but it like goes dead on the ground.
What? It just smacked it and went straight in.
It goes smacks and it goes boom and it just like dies down. Doesn't like bounce about or anything. Just like kills it. That was cool, man. Classic. Really good free kick. Yeah.
He's going. There's no way he's not going in January.
Well, does he listen to his pal like Ekitike? Because he had that life and it didn't work out too good for him.
The PSG life. I think this Mamouche has a bit more quality though, if I'm being honest.
Fair. Goats is in to start.
Yeah. A tough game to call that.
Heidenheim, Wolfsburg. Heidenheim on screen now. I was looking at, I got a Craig Gordon last weekend for a wee bit of extra Scottish utility, and he plays midweeks, so I can play him midweeks, which is great. And at Heidenheim, mate, he must have had a clean sheet. I think Heidenheim scored bang on the 60th minute, like 59 seconds on the 59th minute or something, So I looked at it and it was like, I was like, oh, he might do it. They had no AA. They must have took like no shots or whatever. So anyway, Heidenheim, my midweek heartbreakers. But they've got a decent team. Dorsch, as we know, of course. Shisenza and Wanner, decent guys as well. And then here's the Wolfsburg team.
Yeah, what happened to Wolfsburg last week? I think someone said someone scored pretty well, wasn't it? The old boy Arnold. I thought Arnold did something last week, maybe.
I don't know. I don't remember. I'll check it a wee second. But just thought we'd jump right into France here since it's on first. And yeah, this looks to be tonight. Marseille love a Friday night, don't they? I suppose because they don't play midweeks, they don't need to be accommodated for midweeks. So they probably just you're getting the Friday shift, boys, kind of thing. So yeah, team looks pretty good, doesn't it? Merlin on the left, Lerola on the right. Quite balanced midfield. Jonathan Rowe. Ishmael
Solid
Kone.
Enough. My boy Harit still not getting a look in after his red card.
Yeah, I was thinking it is kind of like, all these guys we know as starters and all that, but we don't often see this combination of them starting. So, yeah interesting. But home dogs there, team on screen.
To be fair, Auxerre have turned it around a little bit recently. Then they're definitely up to the test.
Yeah. Strasbourg, and again, Strasbourg's names are all in white here, but yeah, for the most part, I think it's the team you would expect, like the Doucourés, the Santoses, Bakwas are all playing. Mamadou Sarr, gifted. What's that translated from again? Petrovic. Is it Douay? And then the Monaco team is, again, as you'd expect, Golovin on to start again alongside Kamara in the engine room. The back four is the heroes, but no Chao Henrique. It looks like Otara is going to start left back. And it'll be Mbolo starting up front with the usual support crew.
Yeah, that's another tough one to call, I think. Monaco played midweek.
Very good for the AA, but I think, there's a lot of, you just play your guy there in your second team or something and be all right with it. players.
Struggled to see how Monaco keep a clean sheet there with Strasbourg's firepower, but
yeah, fair. Defenders don't really need that clean sheet bonus, but some of those guys do. They
really. No, they can rack up some AA.
Lons Nantes was just on screen before we get to PSG Angers, which is one of the big games of the weekend, SO5 wise. And this team is really tough to call. Fabian Ruiz is on 80% to start, but Jon Snow, João Neves, to most people, is 50-50 with Vitinha, and Warren Zaire-Emery is 50-50 with Meulu, it looks like. In defence, Hakimi is only 90%er, with Marquinhos on a 70, Skriniar on 65, and Mendes on a 60. With Matvei Safonov in at 50-50 for goalkeeper after Donnarumma is being hung out to dry. Barcola, Kang and Lee and Ousmane Dembele look like the front three.
All the best trying to predict the PSG side, right? Got no
All
chance,
the best.
have you really?
Especially the stack.
Yeah. Yeah, really tough. I wouldn't want any business trying to predict that, honestly.
I think Kang does start this one. Normally we say when Kang's not predicted, he does start, and when he is predicted, he doesn't. But I think this time he will actually start this one.
I think he come off the bench midweek, so you'd like to think he gets the nod here, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so. And Jon Snow, it feels like it would be mental to rotate him, like for any reason, really. So
right.
Funny, but it's dodgy.
It's dodgy.
Nice Lille as well. This is a big game in France. Lille, they're turning a Champions League outfit very quickly, aren't they? By the way, taking on your boys. Your boys looking full strength.
Yeah, they played last night. Klaus came off the bench. He's probably quite nailed. I barred in this that Ali Abdi fella. He could definitely start left wing back. Bard started yesterday. I think he probably drops out for the weekend, if I had to say. Rest kind of looks fine enough. I tell you what, Makoku's having a bad time right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like dragged last night at half time. I don't think he's done anything since literally. Remember when they won 8-0? That St. Etienne game? I literally don't think he's done much since then. So, yeah, I know. I don't know what's happened with him, really. But they've got so many like forward players, Cho and Laborde's back and Boga. Like, they've got a lot of depth.
Aye. It's a shame when those guys don't make that move work.
I mean, there's still time, but it's not looking good right now.
Lille team, maybe a wee bit of rotation, Bio in for David. And I think this midfield might be a shift around as well a little bit. And Munair not on to start, so some bits and bobs. But yeah, that'll be don't think there's a lot of goals in that game.
Probably not. No, I'm hoping for a 0-0 personally.
Could happen. I could see it. Looks like a coupon buster. I don't think many coupons will have that for a draw. Like both teams to score and stuff like that. It feels like a game that would wreck a lot of people's weekends.
Definitely. Yeah. People will get both teams there, wouldn't they? I actually agree with that 100%.
One of those things you just feel it in the ether. And anyway, here's Le Havre Ream, your boys again on the wings.
Yeah, it's been a bit of funky business on ST this morning. I've noticed Ito's gone from 100% to like 80 something. But I've not been able to see any news. I spoke to Laird, he couldn't see any news. So yeah, I don't know whether something's going on there or maybe people legit have news about it. But anyone in the chat, if you can help us out, if you've got anything on him, please do let us know.
Shout it out, let it be known. And we have Montpellier against Brestois. And Brest, by the way, living their best life in the Champions League. They are going for it. They're doing what Girona should have done. Girona just absolutely dropped the ball, man. They're just loving their best life. They've kept the majority of their best players. I don't think they've really lost anyone, have they? They've maybe strengthened, if anything, with some of the gets that they've had. So fair play to them. Again, the team looks fairly similar. I think there's maybe only 1 or 2 rotations in this at the very most. Montpellier still missing Teji on a 2-game suspension. So your boy Kajri gets another bite at the cherry. Yeah,
he took like 9 corners last weekend. Big chance missed as well. But yeah, tough game. Press one, no mugs. There he is.
Captain Jota in town again. Started last week as well. Oh, a fire engine just went by my house.
There's a bit of AA to be had as well. I saw. I think from Jota, right?
Jota exudes 80. That's why he's Captain Jota till I die. Because if he gets a goal, you're at 75, 80 every time. He just does it. He's that guy, So good to see him in this team. So let's hope he's I don't care if they concede. Oh, I do kind of, I've got Mandanda, but I just want Jota to to get in amongst it. They played Toulouse. This is a Toulouse team on screen here. Actually, he'll have his work cut out for him. Toulouse aren't that bad.
Yeah, they got a few players.
Yeah. So that'll be a tough, or worthy opponent. And then we have Lyon versus Saint Etienne. Cherky's nailed, it looks like.
Yeah, off the bench last night, so I'd like to think he gets back in, but
to save the day for Lyon against Hoffenheim.
Yeah. Saint Etienne, they've pulled a few. They get a good result last week. I'm sure they did in the French special.
Yeah, my goalkeeper scored well, but I didn't have him in a good team.
Did well, didn't
they? Rattled.
I think they beat like Strasbourg or something. They had a decent result. I'm sure of it.
Rattle through La Liga at the moment. We've got Rayo Vallecano against Las Palmas. Still no James.
What is going on there?
Yes, Palmas are lined up kind of as we see them every week, I guess, at this point. Fabio Silva's kind of nailed on now over McBurney. Otherwise, everyone else is kind of the way you've seen it. Real Madrid's been updated 24 minutes ago. We did look at this earlier, and I think the only thing that's been updated is maybe percentages because it's the same team.
I think Lunin got updated. Someone said in my Discord that Courtois is not even on the team sheet.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, guaranteed Lunin. It looks like
guaranteed Lunin. So yeah, everything we said about Real Madrid earlier. And Brian Zaragoza, Aymar, Budimir, maybe the clean sheet doesn't get there for Real Madrid. I think they will, but if there's a chance, it's not guaranteed. So let's see how Lunin gets on. Villarreal, one of the fixture preppers babes that's on the go at the moment. They're at home to Deportivo Alaves. And I think they've went as full strength as they can, really. Baena's there, Danny P, Comasana in midfield, Conde in goals, Cardona and Firmino both scoring very, very well at fullback. It's been forward is what this has been missing. Jose Perez is back fit. Maybe he does that. Alaves team is pretty solid. Not mugs. Just missing goals, really,
Yeah, like a lot of La Liga, isn't it? Really down the bottom. Just have to come by.
Leganés at home to Sevilla. This is a Leganés team on screen. Some good players again in here. Just not too many fantasticals, El Haddadi, he's fallen down the pyramid of Spanish football one club at a time, isn't he?
Ex-club, by the way. He used to be at Sevilla, right?
Yeah, he's been at everyone, I think, now at this point.
He's been everywhere. But he definitely was at Sevilla, I'm sure of it.
And this Sevilla team's pretty good, but yeah, it just doesn't feel Sevilla level. This is like bang average La Liga team. This isn't Europa League top best team ever, is it, anymore?
Ever Banega.
Yeah, exactly. No Banega, no Party, no Rakitic. All the OGs are gone. Betis Celta Vigo's on screen now. Betis looking pretty good as well, without being at full strength with a lot of the injuries to attacking players that I think we all know about, like Isco's and whatnots. Celso's and Celta Vigo. When was this updated? Betis was updated 0 minutes ago. I'm just going to refresh that in case we. Let me just refresh it. 1 minute ago. Yeah. Don't know what's changed, but it's hot off the press. So there you go. That's the team. And then Celta Vigo is here. Again, much as you would expect from what we've seen in recent weeks.
Yeah. Aspas back in town.
I scored last week, didn't he?
Yeah, scored really well.
Mallorca on screen here. At home, Mallorca, you normally fancy if you have any of their cards, that's when you want to play them. But Atletico Madrid, this could be a good game for them. Atletico Madrid like a boring game that's like
away.
Like this kind of thing. If Mallorca give them enough of the pitch, like this could be a good Atletico Madrid performance. Like this could be a game that they actually excel in, oddly enough, I think. And looking at a projected team, if they're getting that 11 together, like Molina's popping off. Molina's becoming an SO5 card now.
Yeah. Yeah, he really is, isn't he?
Aye. All Black's got a few good bits of 8A coming back to him. He's trying to become the best keeper again in the world. He's trying Tyson Fury's way back to the top of the mountain, Getafe Girona. Getafe's on screen here. Again, as you'd expect. And Girona, a bit of a patchwork quilt these days. After getting humped off a PSV midweek, but that's the team there. Miovski's in to start. Romeo's back from injury to be that defensive mid. Should be better for Yangel. I think that makes him score better. So that's good. And Valladolid against Athletic Club. On screen now, Carol Hines' team, essentially, is the way that I think of this one. And Athletic Club, yeah, all the guys are there you want. Good front four, the main defenders, and the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And the last one in Spain. The last one in Spain is maybe the most interesting one. Sociedad at home to Barca. Pacheco on to start. Aguerd got an injury last night.
Ooh, that's a tough one to call, by the way.
Yeah.
Like the Barca walk all over them?
Well, this is a game where the Sociedad manager really is struggling big time. He should be sacked. This is the sort of game he could win and just buy himself like another 6 months of of goodwill. You know what I mean? Get a great result over Barca or something, you know. So this is the Barca team on screen at the moment. So I don't know. It is a funny one, isn't it? It's a hard one to call. I'm kind of playing all my guys involved in it and just saying to hell with it. You know, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Because you never know how this will shake out.
100%.
And we'll rattle through Serie A at light speed, and then we'll get into everything else. But this is Lecce Empoli, which is two good goalkeepers in it, by the way. For anyone playing any of the common modes, I would definitely recommend looking at either one of these guys this weekend. Both teams have been on screen for you. Venezia Parma is next. Palo, Gianluca Busio, Filip Stankovic, all the heroes that have cards are in the team. That's good to see. And then Parma, yeah, just Suzuki and Valerie as ever. Cagliari are at home to Milan. The Cagliari team is on screen at the moment, but Milan are going to come into this with their tails up, I think, a wee bit, you know, and the team looks good for the most part. Reinders is hitting it. Leao's smiling again, you know. We know how great Pulisic and Theo Hernandez are SO5 wise. This is, and Magic Mike, of course. This is a great team again. It feels like SO5 wise.
Yeah. The Leao thing was weird, wasn't it? He just wouldn't start him for a couple of games. It looked like a little falling out maybe or something.
Yeah. So Milan against Cagliari could be a big one. The Turin derby, Juventus are at home to Torino here, on screen at the moment. Midfield three's back to being good now that Coop's back in town. And Conceição's rinsing it these days.
Yeah, he's on fire, isn't he? Fair play. I didn't think he would transition this smoothly over to Serie A, but yeah, he surprised me.
Yeah, some Portuguese players have done all right, I suppose, when you think. Like his dad done really well in Italy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's maybe before you, Harry, sorry, but his dad,
yeah, a little bit.
His dad was good for Inter Milan. But just looking at this Torino team, they've got Linetti in attack, which is like a defensive mid. So I think they're actually playing like a 3-6-1 Torino.
Interesting. Yeah, Che Adams went off injured, didn't he?
Yeah. Clinton and G's in the squad as well, it appears. So yeah, could be a really good game for Juve against a 3-6-1. No shots on target. Atalanta will be quite the opposite. It'll be all shots on target for them. Odilon's on to start this one against an Udinese team that looked pretty good this season already, quite a few times. All their main players are here. Tovan is in the building, it looks like. And Luca's been a bit of a DA magnet.
I think Kosanu got subbed in maybe last in the Champions League or whatever they're playing in for whatever reason. Obviously injury, I guess. Pretty early on. So
Fiorentina at home to Hellas Verona. The Gea season, Gossen's season. Gossen's back in the Germany team. He'll be feeling good about himself.
Ooh. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't realise that. Yeah, that's class.
Hellas Verona on screen. Same way we've seen them the last few weeks. But yeah, Gossen's is happening. He's back. He's one of those guys that you buy thinking, I hope the glory days come back. So many of them, it's 50-50, isn't it? Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. But you love to see it with Gossen's. He's just picked up the Serie A form where he left it. Roma, very much on the ropes, might be changing their manager 3 times in the next 2 weeks.
Wow.
This is how they line up. No, it's just an exaggeration for me. Just a joke. The same guy still hanging on by a thread. Yeah. The Rossi's rolled out of it. Yeah. And they're playing Bologna. Bologna's on screen at the moment. And then we've got Monza, Lazio. I think this will be a good game for Lazio because Monza don't really have much going on. Haven't been scoring goals, haven't been too threatening when you look at the stats and whatnots. And Lazio are looking good these days. Tavares is hitting it big time. Tati's a wee bit hit and miss for me, sadly. But Ravella and Iziksen, Zakanye, there's a good wee team bubbling away here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they got a good result. They beat Porto last night, 2-1.
Yeah, rings a bell.
Yeah.
And then we've got the smasher game in Italy, Inter at home to Napoli. So this is a clash of the titans, isn't it? Former manager Conte, former player Lukaku, there's a lot going on here. You know, Zielinski for Inter as well. Is he on to start? No, he's not. But this is a tough one, isn't it?
That's a big one. Yeah. 0-0 probably.
Yeah. Could be. Like Conte would probably take that, and Inzaghi would probably take that as well. Mad Italians just love that, don't they? Take a one each maybe just to get a goal and make people happy for a minute. But yeah, I could definitely see it. I could definitely see a draw for sure.
100%.
And I think that's us rattled through champion. So sorry. Well, I think we did that in okayish time. Did take a wee bit longer than normal. I don't know why. I didn't really feel that we hung on anything for too long, but
no, we didn't. To be fair, I think this is We normally take first hour on champ and then second sort of 40 minutes on the rest of challenge and contender.
I want to say at this point, Harry, right? So we've got 175 people with us live. I've got no idea how many people have liked the show or whatever. Hopefully, lots of you have. Sadly, not enough views, but as I go to check it, if you don't know this already, guys, there's a few things you need to get up to speed with. Sorare own and control the internet. They know if you're sitting watching the stream, getting ready for the weekend, and Sorare love the content here. And they see you're sitting in the live chat or you're sitting watching the video, but you've not hit the like button. They don't like that. See, every time you open up a box, there will be power-ups in it. I can guarantee it. So what Sorare like to see you do is smash the like button, support the channel, get into the live chat, let us know what you're doing this weekend if you come across any news as well that helps you. But also, in the stream today, I pulled this guy out of a box from Rivals, and I said, I'm going to keep this guy for the deadline show, and we'll give him away. And in season, Diadi Samasiku, I don't know if we've seen him in the projections actually for Hoffenheim or whatever, but a Red Bull graduate, as it were, former Salzburg player, box-to-box midfielder. You know, that stuff's a wee bit injured at the moment, but a fun card all the same. And we'll be giving him away in the deadline show towards the deadline itself. So stick around for that. Hit the like button, of course, support the show and all that good stuff. And yeah, the only other thing I would say is somebody mentioned it in the chat earlier on, they've found MFL and all the rest of it. We've made a few videos on the channel. I've been playing MFL, the football management game. There's a pinned comment in the live chat if you want to go check it out. There's videos on the channel. If you get stuck, if you've got any questions, send me a message. But it's football management on the blockchain, essentially. You own the players, you own the clubs, you can own multiple clubs, you can have all sorts of players. You're the player's agent as well as you own them as well. And there's some fun stuff where, like, if you're dealing with somebody like me that spent a few quid on some players, but you want to get some better players, maybe just for a season to help you out. If I bring someone in as a free agent, if I win money, I can cut them in on the deal. It's kind of fun how it works. And it's pretty much what people wanted Sorare to do with cards back when loaning was in vogue, you know, like that kind of vibe to it, if you know what I mean. So that's quite fun if you do kind of whale out, as it were, and get multiple squads and all the rest of it. So it's good crack. I've had a lot of fun with it. Season 1 has just opened up. It's just started. And the deadline, like the transfer window is going to end in the next kind of week or so. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, give it a look.
Come on.
And we'll give away some Asuku, and then it's co-pilot time. So Harry loves the challengers because he's lightning fast with it, and Harry's really just got a better grip of these leagues and players than I do for the most part as well. So it's always I've rather enjoyed the co-pilot development we've had here. It's always a good part of my week as well, is hearing a wee bit of this. But Eredivisie, how many teams there did we have actually in that top order at the beginning of the show? I don't think many. PSV, and that was it. Feyenoord.
Yeah, AZ were pretty high up, but not too high. Feyenoord, not terribly either, and PSV the same. But yeah, lots of aways. This first game here is tonight. Hercules have been shocking, so yeah, could be, as long as no Friday night shenanigans happen. I think that's a nice home victory there. Sparta new manager, or sacked their manager, sorry. So yeah, they're in a bit of a dodgy situation, but playing against a struggling Groningen side away from home. Pexwall, Fortuna. Again, Fortuna have actually been pretty good recently, so it wouldn't surprise me if they might sneak a result there away from home. And then, yeah, PSV, massive result against Girona. Lots of sort of 50-50s and 70-30s here in this 11. Yeah, but the main guys are, main guys are still there. You've got Warwick versus NEC. Warwick have been pretty poor recently, so this Van Kruij, have you seen how good he's been, Quinny, since coming back? Jesus Christ. Like 4 DAs last game. Like, he's just been absolutely mental.
Where was he went to again? It was like,
Went
was
to
it
Saudi.
Dubai or something? Saudi.
Yeah.
Here he is here. I'll pop him on screen for you guys. But yeah, Ripper.
68 in 3 games. So yeah, Feyenoord versus Almere City. Oh, sorry. Boom, boom, boom. Lots of 50-50s and stuff there. Feyenoord got battered, I think, midweek, didn't they? So
yeah, that's a new name at right back as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's a young kid, to be fair. Go ahead, Heerenveen. 20. Ajax is probably the most interesting. Maybe not SO5 wise, but definitely IRL. 20 been doing pretty well recently. Ajax, massive result yesterday. I think they won like 5-0, didn't they?
Yeah.
Maybe a little Satara rotation to be cautious of. I think Kenny Taylor scored 100 yesterday. And then Willem 2 AZ. Big Oduro with a penalty save yesterday, my boy.
Oh yeah, nice.
Against Fenerbahce. Yeah. Al Nasseri missed a pen and then scored a second penalty. they gave him. Yeah.
That's what stars do, isn't it? Save penalties.
100%. He was on for like 100 points at one point, but obviously they lost a clean sheet. We'll skip the championship for now. We'll go into, this is Friday night, I believe. Mechelen Saint Truiden. Courtrai versus Antwerp. Good fixture on paper, I guess, for Antwerp, despite being away from home. Leuven have looked a little bit better recently against Dender away. We've got Charleroi versus Westerlo. Not much to go through there. Cercle Bruges and Anderlecht. Anderlecht played last night, as did maybe Cercle Bruges.
Yeah.
I think they did, didn't they?
Uh-huh.
You've got Ghent versus Standard Liège. This is probably the biggest one, though. Genk versus USG. Genk first in the league.
Nice.
Big game for them.
Yeah. Like USG are like 10th out of 12 teams, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Midweeks again, probably.
Yeah.
Making them sort of buckle a little bit. But yeah, Club Brugge, away to Beerschot. So yeah, probably the best fixture if you can get it right. Realistically.
Yeah.
Then we go into Major League Soccer. LAFC got battered by the Scottish duo in Vancouver last Friday, maybe, last Saturday. Gould was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I watched the game, it was just a joke. Like he was just so good. He should have had 3 DAs technically, but ended up still getting 1 and scoring 100.
Absolutely right. NYC boys.
Big game here.
Yeah, third game in the series. NYC kicking ass and taking names.
All third gamers.
Shows NYC team again. What did they have at centre back? Oh, it's not updated in 3 days. It'll still be Hack. Yeah.
Yeah. Orlando versus Charlotte. Wonder if the home advantage comes into play for them. But big Kalina in goal. Definitely won't give him an easy time. Abado on 90%. This is the interesting one, though. Like, do Miami bottle it? Atlanta got the win last game, late on. I wonder if... I mean, you've got to think into Miami walk it, but I don't know. I've got a weird feeling. We've got Braga Sporting CP in Portugal.
Ooh.
Big game. And then we've also got Benfica.
Is that Amarim's last game? Will that be his last game?
Yeah, before the international break, yeah. And then we've got, Benfica Porto. Big game. Huge games in Portugal. A little bit of Denmark. The Midtjyllands. And the Matsons. And the Brombies. And then we'll do some of the big teams in the Turkish Super League. Gala with a big win yesterday against Samsonspor, who are second in the league. So this will be an interesting game.
Oh yeah, yeah. I seen that's a top of the table effort, isn't it?
Yeah, first v second, and then Fenner play at home to Sivasspor, who on paper is probably an easier game.
Kostic at left back. How's he been scoring?
I think he had a DA or something a couple of games ago. I don't know whether he's been doing much AA, to be honest.
Nah.
No.
Barely been playing.
And then we'll do bits in Austria. So Salzburg, good victory, didn't they? They beat midweek in the Champions League. They had a good game, didn't they? I'm sure they did.
Who was that again? Sorry, who were we looking at? Salzburg. Oh yeah. I'll go and check.
2 assists, and I didn't play him, but they definitely had a good game somewhere.
I'll go and check it. It's going to bug me. Who was it? Feyenoord 3-1. They won.
Yeah, they battered Feyenoord, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah. Karim Kanate rinsed it. That's what I remember seeing.
Yeah. Blitz through Austria. And Rapid had a good win, I think, yesterday as well.
Mm-hmm.
They play at home to Klagenfurt, another decent fixture. Go through Croatia. Šibenik versus Lokomotiva. Zagreb versus Gorica. Goalkeeper 70% on. Hajduk versus Istra. Slaven versus Varazdin. And Rijeka versus Osijek. That one's tough. 2nd v 4th, I think that is.
Yeah.
In the Croatian league. I'll do a little bit of Norway. Give Norway some love.
Broholm starts.
Big Broholm. Mats Moller Mulder.
Mats Moller Dali.
Plays for Mulder. Mats Moller.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was tripping there for a second. Zickernagel.
Big Mats.
Bodo should be so good, shouldn't they? Evian and JPH.
I know.
Bodo, they should be so good. Somebody asked for Paris earlier, so that's good. We've got that one up.
Yeah, Big Ilan Cabal, 90% on. Lorient Goingkamp. Metz at home, that might be a decent little fixture for Big Hein. Stambouli. Couple of players there. I'll do Bundes 2.
I'm on one of Zek watch these days now.
Yeah, they're at home. I think he got a wicked fixture, haven't he?
I think so, yeah. I've got my good team. Hertha as well. Calcium at home to Prusen Münster.
This game's tonight, I believe. I brought Klein Hansel back into the Road to Glory.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, back in the fold. Darmstadt at home. What happened to fucking, what's his name? Got injured, didn't he? Hornby.
Fucking injured me after 30 minutes.
Unbelievable that is, honestly.
I'm so gutted. I should have just bought Harry's guy. Stop trying to be a funny bugger. Your guy scored a 76. Aye.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, man. I know. Just paid the extra money and got Harry's guy and fucking just done it.
It's so unlucky that is, though, for him to get injured.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
He's not playing this week. I've tried to investigate it, but it's not really a well reported player, so hard to keep up with it.
Yeah, it must be tough to get news on that. Hanover away.
See that midfielder? His name is Sickinger.
Yeah. You won him, didn't you? I just saw in your gallery.
Yeah. He's such a meme of a card. Sickinger, like.
Just a sickener.
That Kraft is a sickener.
There he is. Big Marvin.
There we go.
Big Marvin. Schalke at home. Might be decent. I don't really know too much about Schalke these days, but
yeah.
We'll skip a couple of these. We'll go down to SPFL and then we'll stop on Rangers on Celtic. Sorry, the forbidden word was said.
That's all right. Mainly goalkeeper checks for me, these teams.
Just goalkeeper checks.
Nah, for the most part, yeah. Lennon Miller,
I'm addicted
100%
to
again.
listening. Who's that? Lennon, yeah. I love listening to Open Goal.
Oh, yeah? Do you listen to it now, yeah?
Yeah. I've listened to it for years, but not like as religious as I have recently, but like with Halliday on there. I just like how like he speaks about the game and stuff. Like, it's just interesting.
Yeah.
They talk about their experiences, obviously, from the weekend and stuff. Yeah, I really like it. Really
That's
enjoy
good
it.
crack. Yeah, so some of their jokes are kind of a bit old on me now because I've listened to them for ages as well. Kind of got a wee bit tired of
Yeah.
bits of them, but some of their shows are good. I should get back to watching one or two of them because you're right, they are decent.
They interviewed Kieran Dyer this week. That was pretty fun.
I listened to the first half an hour, 20 minutes of
Didn't
it,
like it,
and
did you?
talking about all his health problems and stuff. I was like,
I
I'm
know
not
what you
listening.
mean, yeah, with his bowel and that, whatever, one, yeah, or liver. Yeah.
With all due respect to the lads, but I was just like, I'm not listening to this.
Come on then, talk us through it, Quinn Dog.
This is McBride's predicted team. I think Taylor's more likely than Valley personally, but that is a pure coin toss. Otherwise, I think I think he does start this one. But it's funny, Kyogo's been called up to the Japan team because Ueda's injured.
Right, yeah.
So Kyogo's not actually scored in a few games. I could see Rogers starting Kyogo to try and push him to score so that he goes away on an international break in like good place and all that, good for team morale and all that kind of jazz. I can see it, but I don't know, just the way Ida's been off the bench so often recently. Again, he's not really scored, so he's not really earned the spot from the bench to start. But I think Ida away to Kelly is a game. It's a reason why you paid £9 million for him. Is to play these types of matches. He always does better away from home. We see him start away from home far more often than at home. So, one to watch out for. But yeah, Nicholas Kuhn is one I was worried about when he came off against Leipzig. He had ice on his thigh, but he's been pictured in training today and all looks hunky dory and ready to go. So, with us playing Tuesday, and I've listened to other Celtic podcasts, I could have swore they were all saying we're playing this game tomorrow, Saturday, but we play this on Sunday. So we're doing Tuesday to Sunday. That's the best split possible, of the fixtures to go before an international break. Nicholas Kuhn is not an international, and he's probably the only one in that starting 11, actually, that's not going away on international duty. I think everyone else is. I don't know if Trussie's been called up, but he normally is. And Alex Valley, of course, Greg Taylor, maybe not. But the rest of the starting 11 is all international players now, which is cool, except for Kuhn.
Yeah.
I think this is a great game for us.
Yeah.
What was that?
Does Engels go away with the 21s, or is he in the first team?
Senior Belgium. You get capped in the last window. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's been in the squad a few times. When we got him, he was just like getting into squads, and now he's been at us. He stayed in the squads and got a cap.
Fair play.
So all good for him. So yeah, that's something.
Yeah, it's probably not the worstest look. I mean, it's the worstest look from a percentage perspective, isn't it? The Celtic team. It's normally quite a few, more 80 pluses maybe there. That, I mean, there's still a couple. Obviously, McGregor's nailed. Johnson, you'd like to think is as well. It's just about not taking risks, isn't it? Really, like
it is, and that's kind of the trick to playing Celtic's stacks or anything this weekend. And I had a bit of a sickener moment earlier on in the stream. Harry caught it, obviously, maybe some of you guys did. There was a Liam Scales on the secondary market for like 20 quid, but the guy was ETH only, and I got ETH into my wallet, but I was waiting for that last step. It must have took like an hour or something, and I forgot about it when we started the show. Like, I told Harry about it, and I was like, oh, if I look distracted, I'll be sorting that out. Forgot all about it. Somebody else bought it, so I was crawling through there. But Harry, you wouldn't believe who else owned one all of a sudden.
Go on.
Pavel Trader, and we managed to get the deal done for the same amount anyway.
No way.
But I had to give Pavel Sickener. That was the only thing. Pavel rejected it, and I countered him with Sickener, and he took it.
Is that a good like 23-24? Like, is that good for your collection or whatever? Or like, is it better than the other one? If that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, only other skills I've got is Aberdeen, which isn't in a collection.
Yeah.
It's max level. It's at 10, but this gets 4% right off the bat. Obviously, it's a low level, but yeah, needed that for ages. And it's certainly the cheapest he's been for ever, probably. So I'll be building him into a squad now, which is great because like Trusty probably starts this. I don't think Carter Vickers plays this game at all. I think we rotate him. He's been kind of minute managed. This is the plastic pitch away from home. So I think like Trusty is like nailed at this point. But I think Scales definitely plays this match. So I think the centre backs is that, the Valley Taylor's a hard bit. Johnson's nailed. Johnson might not get 90 because he's been ran into the ground quite a bit. If we get ahead in this game, Ralston's not been seen in a while. He could maybe get some minutes here because he does play for Scotland. So maybe he'll get some minutes before international football. It's kind of a weird one how he's been playing more often before the injury. Scotland have it right back. But I think this is going to be a really good game for Celtic cards. Like, I'm really happy for my stacks this week. And I'm thinking about going all in on all my Hitates because I bought another one. I've got it in season 1. So I've got like 6 Hitates. Or 5, I forget, I've lost count, but I'll try and go half and half with it, but I might just go all in on Hitate this week because he did so good against Leipzig and he's got in the Japan squad. He's maybe going to get some minutes for Japan now that he's scored in the Champions League because that's been a huge thing. Like he's had big moments, Hitate, don't get me wrong, but like all his competitors in that Japanese team, maybe with the exception of Tanaka, have all been playing at high levels and doing really spectacular things. So maybe Hitate is proper buzzing. And going Tuesday to Sunday suits him. You know what I mean? To a T. He played 90 minutes on Tuesday. I wouldn't expect him to play 90 minutes in this, but you'll definitely get significant minutes and I might go all in on him. And I'm extra glad I've got an extra scales now. Extra glad.
No, yeah.
Come on, no pitchovers. How does their team look?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, plastic pitch as well. They've been picking up a few results, haven't they? I know I own Matty Kennedy and he's been doing pretty well recently.
Gary Mackay-Steven on to start, and my headphones just died.
Oh, no way. Yeah, apparently he is.
Wow. Gary Mackay-Steven against Taylor or Valley. Like, that's going to be funny to watch. Bruce Anderson on to start. That doesn't really happen too often, but he's no bad. The goalkeeper's terrible. Sorry, this will be good for Celtic.
Yeah. And then the enemies.
Ooh. The Hearts ran them close last time. Tavernier got dropped for last night for Sterling, and apparently Rangers fans are all really happy about it because they all hate him now. They kind of blame him for all the loser mentality and stuff. So, ouch.
Yes, really interesting.
He's on to start there, but with peril.
And then Hearts have been struggling, though, haven't they? Or they've turned it around recently?
I can't really remember. I looked into it when I got the Gordon, but it's always I've dropped out at the back of my head now. But I think they're improving. I think off the top of my head. But against Rangers, against the Glasgow teams, like every other team, you know, they could just freak out and have a good game. You know, maybe not against Celtic these days because we are like extra strong nowadays. But certainly against Rangers, nobody's worried about them.
100%.
Big 3 points for anyone to take as well.
Yeah. Rangers, what they do yesterday? They played. Was it Olympiacos?
No. Yeah, they get hammered. I think maybe get a man off. I can't remember. I'll go and check it in a wee second.
Right, so it's probably time now, lads. If anyone in the chat wants a request, we'll pop it into the chat and we'll get it up. Fly them in. What was I going to say? Preferably not champ because we've gone through it all. So
yeah,
hopefully no rewinds. Something that we've not done basically.
Was 1-1? Was it?
1-1.
Somebody, I'm pretty sure the messages. I was live doing lineup building. I'm pretty sure people were telling me they were getting stuffed. 1 each. It finished, yeah. And it wasn't like they were down 1-0 for very long. I don't know why I had that impression. Olympiacos scored in the 56th minute, then Rangers equalised with Dessers on the 64th minute. It's only 9 minutes they were in front.
We've got our first request, Quinny. And it's definitely a valid one. It is Watford at home to Oxford.
Watford. Cool. Oh, yeah. I see Watford.
This is what's down for Racing. Johnny, you need to settle down, by the way, in the chat. Taking liberties. Having a laugh. I've done Kaiserslautern, so that's
been on for sure.
Come on, Johnny.
I thought it was Racing Club.
Yeah. Who else? Cov away to Sunderland. Stylish. We did Charlotte, so That is another rewind, unfortunately. Brazil says I'm blaming all my DMPs this weekend on Sorare after dark.
It was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was class.
I was saying to you before, I tapped out when it was a bit bum wiping. Once we got to bum wiping, I was out. That was good crack, as always. Love the patter.
Tell you what, David Turnbull's turning into a player, Quinny. We're seeing it.
Mate, by the way, you want to see my anti-stack lineup? I've got a OP Celtic anti-stack lineup and Turnbull's in it.
Love it. I love it. Yeah, he's been doing really well. Really well.
Got some proper AA about him.
Yeah, just need to add DAs, but he's been like getting shots off and stuff. Earlsy, we did USG as well. So that's another scroll back. When I went through Belgium, it should be easy to find. You literally just scroll back and you'll see it when I'm doing the Belgium stuff. I'll just put a few bits on that obviously we haven't done. Oh, it's the Sheffield Derby this weekend, Quinny.
Ooh. Punchy.
Big Vinny Souza sent off. What do we think?
It could happen, yeah.
Could happen.
One of them not rubbish right now. I know Chef, you're second, aren't they? Actually, so Chef Wed not rubbish these days.
I don't think they're great, no. To be honest, Josh Madger doing the business for West Brom recently. Mikey Johnson.
Nice.
Stoke at home to Millwall. Show 6 wants Velez. Velez away to Riestra. Brian Zaragoza is going to pull Lucas Vasquez's pants down. That would not surprise me.
Yeah, that could happen.
Yeah. He's on it right now, isn't he?
That could happen. Mid-table. Fair enough. Yeah, that could certainly happen. Maybe that's yeah, it's D4, isn't it? Right, so let's go back to
Valentin Gomez is the boy, isn't he? I think he got some sort of DA midweek or weekend.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
He has been back to crushing, hasn't he?
I will do one little sweep through of Champ just to see if anything's changed in the last. Osasuna changed 30 minutes ago. I don't know whether that really matters to anyone. Betis changed as well. Barcelona changed. Don't know what changed. Update. Kabasi probably not ready. Could be replaced by Dominguez or Fakunde for right back. Ooh, okay. Premier League, Brentford. Updated 21 minutes ago. I don't know what the update is. Frank says, Ajer was likely to play. Aya, sorry, was likely to play, but he didn't. I don't know what that means because he's not on there, is he?
He was there earlier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's not there now, but then it says
been bombed.
That's yeah. Oh, Wolves updated 17 minutes ago.
Whoa.
No news about Johnson since coming back. Think starts. Think we remain in the back five. Johnson is fine, trained all week, so absolute guessing game. Oh yeah, so goalkeeper is a complete coin toss there. Everton updated 36 minutes ago. It is clear now that Branthwaite has come back into the team. He's by far Everton's best defender. Doucouré has gone to questionable. Serie A, anything? No, it doesn't look like. Yeah, Luke Ayling. I think he was 60. Nah, Luke Ayling's 80 on. Big Lukey. Yeah, I think we're in a good position. What was I going to do?
Looking good.
Yeah.
As a Borough fan, Eiling 100% will play.
Yeah, Liam knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Liam knows his stuff. Big Ben Doak, I think, scored pretty well maybe midweek or weekend. He's doing well.
He's got on tag really nice under 23 team for me this weekend.
Ooh, nice.
Mate, he won like an insane amount of contests. Like his contest one.
Did he really?
Borough has been brilliant. Yeah, there's a couple of games he's played.
Doesn't surprise me.
And mate, I don't know if you looked at Justin Hack's scores. I was looking at them from my own teams last night.
Yeah.
But mate, he got 10 interceptions and like 5 tackles.
10?
10, mate. 30 points on interceptions.
That is ridiculous.
Of course you
asked me. Of course I'm asked after I move over. Unbelievable.
Hiroshima's that?
Yeah, to be fair, we haven't done it. Hiroshima, they play my boys. Hiroshima. Kato, Arslan. What's happening with Cecilia? Oh, 60% on.
Is that good enough?
Probably. Athletic Club. Yeah, it looks like Yuri won't. Well, I say he won't play, but it's definitely not a given that he plays. Right. No worries at all, Sir Holland. Yeah. I've got so many cards left over and just no goalkeepers in Challenger. It's killing me.
Challenger.
Yeah, like I've got
they're quite hard to get good ones as well. Eh?
Yeah, I've got them. I'm just not like proving like I'm just playing them in under 23 or whatever. And yeah. I think I'm going to change this captaincy to Big Luke. I've been convinced.
So this is what you're rocking.
Yeah, I'm not happy with this Ito. 1 out of 9 have basically said he's out of the squad for whatever reason. Which, unless that guy's got inside information, it doesn't seem like there's much movement on Twitter and stuff. I bought in Big Beret. Did you see that, Quinny?
Which one?
You know, Atalanta's centre back.
Oh yeah, Jimiste.
Yeah.
Did you buy him or did you win him?
No, I bought him for like 30 quid.
No, I'm not sure I did know that. Maybe I did. Jimiste.
I did it after like he played, so yeah, you probably wouldn't want to know, but yeah, I'm rocking him this weekend, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. I need to get myself back into D1 in Challenger because I've slipped down. Slipped down in under 23 as well. It's all going Pete Tong for me. I need to do training. Senior 60%. You playing your Memphis?
I think I am. I think the problem is again, I'm limited on goalkeepers, so it's only a limited goalkeeper that I've got for him, potentially.
Yeah.
Could play him in anti-stacks or something, but I quite like those teams because they go out to win stuff for the community, as it were. So, what's your best Celtic 5, Nathan? I'll maybe show you my Celtic stuff I've got here now. So I'm trying to juggle it a little bit. I just brought that extra scales in, obviously. But this is what I'm looking at the moment for in-season. I'm using one classic AJ. I'm going with Trusty. And Scales, single defenders. I think it's double mid for them all. Yeah. Luke McKeown is the last in-season mid. I maybe actually... So I was going to put Broholm in there, but then I remembered that this is Division 4 and this is Division 2. And I don't know if I've got a better replacement for Broholm in here. I brought the Scales into this as well. Maeda, Kyogo, Kun, Ida, Maeda. I've got one different striker everywhere. I've got 2 Maedas, and an Hatate as a forward. I think have I got 4 Hatates playing here? Yeah, I'm missing one. So I could try and get one more in if I really wanted to, but it's more for Broholm. If I can get somebody to fill in his shoes pretty well on this team, because I don't want to touch Valley or Taylor because they're dodgy. I know Forrest will come off the bench. I know McKeown will come off the bench if he doesn't start. I've got this Jihazi guy who is decent, but he's not amazing, where I want to put him in D2. Could maybe put him in D4, but he might be all right. But then McKeown's just as okay as him, so I'd rather that. Bernardo's kind of difficult to pick this week as well. And Kwon against St Mirren, his former club on loan, technically, if you want to think of it like that. Could be halfway fun. Yang off the bench could be fun. There's maybe an outside chance that Welsh plays. Like Trusty and Vickers aren't in any of the training pictures today, but the game is on Sunday, so it's not out of the question. I've just looked at the little training video on Celtic Twitter. This wee thing here, I couldn't see Trusty in any of it. That's why I was really distracted a minute ago. I'm trying to pure people spot and all the crowds and that. But I couldn't see him personally, which then means it's Welsh or Naraki. They come in next to Scales, most likely. And then in that case, I think if that is the situation, he definitely plays Taylor, because there's no way he's playing Valley with that kind of patchwork defence. We are still level on points with Aberdeen, even though we smashed them, that was in the cup. And, like Kilmarnock are no pushovers typically, so I don't think Rodgers takes the game lightly. But there's still, that's the furthest I've got on Trusty, sorry. So yeah, I think I'll leave McKeown there, play Broholm here. No Forrest. Forrest could start. I've not used him anywhere. Captain Cuisance, of course. Captain Scales, Captain AJ. Captain Rakitic. And the Captain McGrath. Got a lot of copy goalkeepers as well. I've got 2 Balcombs and 2 Laidlaws in this, so they'll all be quite similarly, quite similar how they all shake out. All the goalkeepers play Saturday. That's fun. And then the rest of the players play on Sunday. Even my K-League, my J-League keeper plays Saturday, but outfielders playing Sunday. So that's kind of fun. But that's how mine are shaped out. I don't know what I'd say my best 5 is, but I'd probably say my best 5 has AJ and Scales in it, but I've not even got a team that looks like that. Just go for safety.
Mm-hmm.
AJ, Scales. I think the forward is the problem, so I don't mind double mid. So I think McGregor, Hatate will do good. I went with that twice, essentially, with a Scales and with a Johnson, and with a Dyson and a Kyogo. So, yeah, I think I've got enough bases covered. It's hard to get them all covered, but yeah, that's how I'm sitting for what it's worth. See what you're familiar with, Harry boy.
I'm just doing some glorified training lineups.
I'm not doing any training. Would you believe it?
Neither have I yet.
I wanted to show you. I don't know if I sent you this, Harry. I think I might have. I wanted to show you this when I built it last night. I think I sent you on DM. I think I did. This is my under 23 team with Doak in it. It's a proper. I may have even tweeted it actually. I don't know if I did send you. I may have just tweeted it and said, "This is like fun Celtic fantasy football." Like Frimpong, former player, Bernabe out on loan, Doak, the academy kid we lost, and then Lennon Miller, the player everyone wants to sign that we probably won't.
Love that.
So that's like a fun kind of under 23 team. They're all decent, all get good games. Most of them are at home. Even Tanny's at home at Tokyo. That could be good. I was quite excited.
Tokyo have gone off the boil recently. That could be nice.
Yeah. So you never know. That's my situation with Challenger. It's NYC and then Collateral after that.
It's a tough game for NYC. Really.
Just backing them. Just fuck it. Put them in there. Go for it.
Yeah.
And then best of the rest for the members.
Mm-hmm. What was I going to do?
Mad. I actually think this is properly competitive. This one, D1 champ.
If they all start, which they kind of should, yeah, fucking why not?
I'm buzzing for it. I think this could proper smash. Really plays tonight, so we'll see how that shakes out. 3 of the guys play Saturday. Cherokee to finishes off on Sunday.
I like it.
Captain Guardiola, just because that's what you do. And then Sociedad and stuff. But this is the anti-stack one. I think I did tweet this, didn't I? Or no? I can't remember which one I tweeted, but this is the anti-stack team. I put Taylor in this one.
Yeah.
I could put Starfelt in for safety. But they have like a whole Celtic team of that collection that don't play there anymore.
Right.
I wonder what it does if I put Starfelt in here for La Liga. Where is Starfelt? He's in that second team. I probably could ditch him actually, because I'd actually just brought in that Xavi Lopez. Oh, Pacheco's playing as well. Brilliant. Let's play Pacheco against Barca in this little team. I think let's do that. And then we'll put Starfelt in that anti-stack team. That feels a bit better, because now they're all ex-Celtic, whereas Taylor's currently with us. That's fun. I'm happy about that.
Have you done your best of Europe comp?
Oh, I could play a Tate defender. That feels a bit cheat codey. Let's do that. Sorry, Starfelt. You've now just been dropped altogether. I might put him back in. Best of Europe. I've not done it yet. No, but I've did Zero to Hero, which will, as soon as me and Harry finish this show, there'll be a premiere of the Zero to Hero. It's only like a 7-minute episode this week. It's quite punchy. There's a nice giveaway criteria. There's a nice giveaway card in it. In-season Shaqiri. If you want to check that out afterwards. But I've already had a wee click about. And as I open it, I'd love to see your team as well when you've got it, Harry. But Dennis Vasquez, this is a wee goalkeeper that could be a good pick. He's right up the top order here. Lecce Empoli, could be a wee good score for him. But I think I ultimately went with De Gea quite often in these kind of builds across Champ and that sort of thing. Mike could be a great pick. Vicario feels like a good shout as well. I'm not sure there's a definite nailed on best pick, is there?
Probably not, no. Not for a keeper. They're quite dodgy this week, I think.
Yeah, I fancy Mignan or De Gea. De Gea, what's the DNP? Did we rotate him? For that Tresciano, probably. That could be good for him. I might go with Magic Mike, but because he's just on it there now. Alright, let's go Magic Mike. And in defence, Hakimi feels too good to take, doesn't he? Too good not to take.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to go Hakimi and Theo Hernandez. That's exactly what I want to do. And then in midfield, Wirtz has got a great game. I don't mind backing that at all. Let's take Wirtz. And then who would be up front? Barcola feels really good. Bit sweaty, but very good. Rafinha is disgusting now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Just vile.
Just
absolutely ridiculous.
Guy is doing it, man. So hard not to take. That's a tough match for them. Pulisic, again, it feels a bit sweaty because it's double Milan. Although that's not a criteria, it's just me being stupid. Greenwood, by the way, Greenwood's not bad either.
Yeah, plays tonight.
Friday night curse awaits.
Yeah.
Fifth man's a tough one. Maybe Cunha. Kulu.
I think I'm going to back Real Madrid a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a lot.
Nice. Does that mean Rodrigo then? That's what I think.
Well, no, I've actually not. I've gone Mbappe Vinny.
Blasphemy for you, Harry.
I know. I'm using my actual Rodrigo's elsewhere, but yeah, little hedge against him.
This is the one I'm taking. I'm going with Rodrigo. Theo Hakimi, double fullback of Def, Wirtz, and Magic Mike. So What was our goalkeeper choice I had? That makes me want to change Mike, just so they're all De Gea. Nah, I'm going to keep it Mike. Who did I make captain? That's a hard
I've got
one.
De Gea.
You got De Gea?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I see your team. I don't know who to captain. De Gea, nice. Your boy Davies. And then, Stack Madrid, nice. Bellingham's a great shout.
There's got to be a couple of double DAs in there, hasn't it, for Real?
Yeah.
Got to think so, haven't you? Just getting it right. It could be Rodrigo. It could be...
I'm captaining Rodrigo.
Could be any of them.
Nice, that's me signed mine. No limited card. I heard you got quite high on your lineup builder with your last common team. What did you get top? You got a top percentage, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I did okay. What was that? Yeah, top 6%. It's just a full buy-in stack.
Nice. Yeah. I got top 4 last week. We're dead on the same. I think last week we had the exact same, didn't we?
Did we? I don't know. I thought I flopped last week, no?
I don't know. I think we looked at this before and we were like, there's like 2 points between us.
How many points? I didn't do too well. Top 20 for me.
Oh, really? Well, maybe I was the same last time.
Yeah.
Might be
the one before. Did we have win this game? We had. Oh, I didn't know. I flopped here as well. This was that Serie A midweek.
There was one where we looked at it on the show and we were like, we basically did the exact same score almost.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Yeah, that is coming back to me now. I just genuinely can't remember. I still need to do training, fuck's sake.
Oh, same. So do I. Been goofing about with. I've dropped Starfield for Pacheco and I don't even know if I should be doing that. But
they could get battered, couldn't they, really?
Off Real Madrid, yeah, they could. Right, let's get Starfield back in there. I took Aaron Barrow. I've already got like half the Sociedad team anyway, so I don't have much other La Liga guys. So I think maybe I do just stick with it. But is Starfield even worth the anti-stack? It's probably not. It's not that peaky. Against Betis isn't a good game. Well, it could be good for him.
Yeah, it could be okay.
I'm just going to play that Hatate defender, so I just think it's a wild card. I'm going to keep Pacheco in against Barca. I'm going to say Sociedad, maybe an upset potential. Just back that.
Yeah.
Live and die on it. Whatever happens, happens. Otherwise, yeah, I don't think I'm changing anything. I've made my changes. I've brought that other scales in, which is class. Yeah, I've went double midfielder everywhere. Single defender, single forward. And yeah, I've got lots of midfield power. Lots of Atates and McGregors. Shakiris and Wanizeks and Rakitiches. Lots of good guys everywhere. I'm just... yeah, that's it. I'm quite buzzing. Just subject to somebody screwing me, that's all. Just waiting for it. I've not picked any left backs either. I went with Haustenberg. Yeah, I'm cool. Who's going to screw you if someone is going to screw you, Harry?
Probably something tonight, mate, if I had to guess. Not that I have a ton tonight, but I know I have a few bits, so I'd like to think it'd be tonight. Yeah, who is going to screw me? I'm not too worried about anti-stacks. Champ. A weird feeling that Kimmich lets me down for some reason. Don't know why. I don't know. I got a weird feeling. Weird little feeling about that one. Weird feeling about Tadic, maybe. I don't know why. I don't know. Weird feeling about that. Wasn't happy with Bouanga's performance last week against Vancouver. Well, obviously Vancouver. So hopefully redeems himself tonight for me. I'm randomly in D1 contender, Quinny. I played a D2 side last week because I had a leftover and I got promoted.
Well done, mate. Love that.
So don't know what I'm doing there, but
I've been doing that in Challenger. It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking D1.
Random. So random. I've got El Karauni captain here, my best Super A lineup under 23. This could end in tears because he plays tonight. So yeah, a little bit worried about that.
Just checking in case there's any news. Celtic have just dropped an interview with Casper Schmeichel on the YouTube channel. I thought it might have been the Brendan Rodgers press conference, but they'll probably do that at fucking 3 o'clock on the button. The pricks. Because don't you know it? I'm trying to scramble the training in. We've got 12 minutes to the deadline. We've got a card to give away as well, which is good and cool. And yeah, I think the teams are all nice as well. I don't think there's too many last minute news. Normally with some of these press conferences, we get some last minute breakings, but not really happened like that today. Nice and smooth sailing thus far.
Yeah, it does feel that way. It feels worryingly smooth.
Northern Sports Cards has got a lot of Friday night action.
Ooh.
And Martin Ultimate Team's asking if there's any Palmer news.
Not more than what I said, which was like, you might have missed it. It was early on in the show, but it looks like Maresca said that he's hopeful that he trains Saturday at least. Palmer, that is, and then make a decision literally on the day. So you're taking a big risk playing him, if you know, but it obviously could pay off if you don't have any other options, obviously.
Weasel once saying there's a new Spurs predicted lineup there with no Maddison.
Wow, that doesn't surprise me if I'm being honest.
So let's have a peek. Yeah, we did we had that feeling, didn't we? Where it was like,
it might be injury related, but yeah, he's in a weird position right now. Like
I went back on a Predictorfy. It's not actually changed there, and it has been updated 45 minutes ago.
Right.
I'm just reading the notes at the bottom in case that's what's injured. That's what's updated. We'll be out for a while. Odebert, nothing new. Van de Ven, start and go. Udogie, Spence, Dragoson. Hi, Maddison and Sardis seem to be coin tossing when you read the notes.
Yeah.
Just as a shout out to everyone out there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Let me do one more scour.
Oi, oi. The scramble is on.
Scramble is on.
Yeah, I'm just clicking away through this training. I can't believe I didn't do it. But yeah, I have to get it finished. And yeah, I think like I was quite happy about that champion lineup I showed you earlier. Also, the Celtic stuff looks pretty good. But anyone in the live chat, let us know. You know, is there a different thing you're attacking this week? Is there something you feel extra confident about? Maybe that anti-stacks is on the go. There's also the pick your target Premier League thing. So I know a lot of people do stack Premier League. If anybody's got involved in that, let us know. As well as also the best of Europe, like the free for all that we've all kind of just had a shot of. Be interesting to see what you guys are up to with that. You're just about getting there yourself, Harry?
Yeah, just scouring Twitter and just seeing if there's anything that I'm missing.
Of course. Yeah, I'll check out Twitter in a second as well. I think Bowen will play. It's a must-win. Yeah, I think Bowen will play as well. I went with Matters of what will be big possession percentage. Yeah, fair enough. Started Sorare 2 weeks ago. What a game. Currently got a classic under 23 and contender in season team. Rom Holmwood. Love to hear it, my man. And Parrot Press is asking Lala or Aaron Baru. I think you've got to take Lala there, don't you?
If he's fit, yeah.
If he's fit, of course, yeah. Kyogo dropped to 22% on Sorare. That's just people on Sorare data. People have done that after me speaking, probably, you know. Quinny's went with Ida, so they've just go and do it to, I don't know. I'm not McBride's get Ida as well. I don't think it's, yeah. So again, that's just reactionary. That's just people that vote for that. I'm only halfway through my training, jumping jimmies. Feels like it takes longer to do it nowadays when you're trying to be good with it, you know.
Yeah.
Like just maximize it. Did you always have 6 training teams, or is this new to you?
New to me, yeah. Yeah.
I had 6 for a while, but just with the amount of players playing and the way collections are and stuff, it feels like it takes longer for me now. Lager BLK, by the way, against Nice, got a last man tackle.
Ooh.
Scored an 84 for Twente.
Wow.
He wasn't in the predicted team, was he? How'd you score an 84 then get dropped?
Don't think he was, no.
Let's have a wee peek at that. Eredivisie Twente against Ajax. He's 50-50 with Hilgers. Imagine Lager BLK get in at Twente. That'd be so funny. Over Hilgers, of all people.
That would be funny. Yeah, I need to do a little bit more training. Oh no, do I want to? Oh no, I'm all done for training.
You're all trained up?
Yeah, all trained up.
I'm at the last bit, so. Aye, let us know if he's knowing about Lager BLK, if he's actually getting into that team, because that would be some nice utility to get. So yeah, that'd be some nice random utility to follow out this guy and maybe help some of these teams. So I'm quite close to having like a full EU. Like I was saying, you know, you joked about getting into D1 contender by accident. My challenger kind of got to this level by accident, and kind of if I have a goalkeeper, I've still got an EU team to play. You know, it's not MLS centric or whatever. Still a bit of Brazil in there, fair enough. But if Lager BLK gets in at defence, it maybe makes me look at a goalkeeper quickly, because then I'll have more than one option in defence, which is always a good place to be. 4 minutes left, and I'm running out of time. Who's going to get trained and who's no? Who's needing the XP? Who do we want to get that XP?
I just realised I've got a player playing in every one of my under-23 rare lineups tonight.
Oh, wow.
Well, the same player twice, and then, yeah, Klein Hansel.
It's a lot of football then, eh?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm sure I'll be disappointed.
Hopefully one of them comes in. Like, Friday night guys that land are lovely.
I know, they're just so few and far between. Like, to land one, you're just asking for a lot.
Yeah, it feels that way. Jumping jimmies. And then we've got a card to give away as well for everyone that's hung on throughout this last kind of painful 10 minutes. So thanks very much to everyone that's done that. I mean, Harry, I've just been not randomly, but quietly, like just sweating and pushing through training lineups and best of Europe entries. But I'm almost there. Last one to go. And then we'll do the card giveaway and we'll be in the game week. We'll all be buzzing.
Did you see Marcelo had a bust up with the Fluminense coach?
Oh, I did. It was so hilarious, wasn't it?
Yeah. I wouldn't take that much. Did you see him? He put his hands on Marcelo.
Yeah. I was raging.
I'd be fuming.
Yeah.
But apparently he's really big time. I don't know how true it is, but
Marcelo, I can believe it.
Yeah, I can believe it as well, but yeah.
I can definitely believe it. Mr. Big Time Real Madrid back in Brazil, you know.
Oh yeah. Can't tell me what to do type of stuff.
Still cooking on the pitch and just too much money where nobody can touch you.
Yeah. Literally.
can definitely imagine him saying "fuck you" to the coach and all that. I'm not running over there. You put me on, and I'll go where I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, fuck you. Sit down.
Yeah.
Put me on. Don't need you." That's the way I interpret it anyway. That's us locked and loaded. Awesome. So glad we managed to get that scales in on the cheap. Thanks very much to Pavel Trader for biting and taking the market value for it, which was lovely of him. But yeah, we've got a Diade Samasiku. I've also got this Mohamed Jihazi. How many people are here? 141. Everyone's kind of got their predicted lineups and they're set their teams and stuff. That's fine. But yeah, we've only got to 71 likes, guys. Now,
we need more, mate. We need more. Simple as.
Guys, if we don't get to 100 likes, I don't know what's going on here, really, to be honest. I don't know what's going on. If we had a poll open, normally I've got the little poll open. No, I don't think I did get the poll sorted. Sorry, guys, I dropped the ball on that. I thought I was nice and prepared for the stream today. But yeah, we're only at 73 likes, guys. We need to get that to 100 on YouTube. That's just like standard, you know. I tell you what, if we get it to 100, so I'm asking for a bit. I'm asking for us to jump up by a good percentage on where we're currently at. If we do, I will give away Mohamed Jihazi as well, who has an in-season card that you won't get the utility for today. You'll have 2 more games of the season. Get some AA, just came in defender. First time in Norway, just came out of America, was in Sweden. You know, he's a good wee guy. In season, you'll get 2 games out of him. I'll give him away as well if we get to 100 likes before we end the show today. So if you want to support the channel, want to support the show today, you want to get yourself an extra chance at a card win, smash the like button. Jumping up already. Great to see it, guys. Love to see it.
We're locked in. We are locked in, mate.
We're in.
How are we feeling?
Good.
Yeah, I feel fine.
Now it's internationals, Harry.
Oh, I know. I'm a bit annoyed though because we've got the I'm not annoyed, but whatever. You know, like the international nights in season comp. Like we have it for like this midweek, and then we have it for next weekend. But then we don't have it for like the midweek after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's quite a few games in that game week 28. That would be. So yeah, a little bit annoyed at that, to be honest. But what can you do? Because like Wales play in that third, they play in the second one, but they also play in that game week 28 as well.
Yep.
And you literally cut like there's no international comp. So yeah, I thought that was a bit annoying. But what can you do?
I've got a whole Japan team I could play, as you would expect. But if Tate does get his cap, I could go full Japan. I've got a few other bits and bobs. It should be interesting. Should be fun. But yeah, we're in the deadline. We want to give these cards away. So let me see where the likes are at. We're in the deadline now. Oh, we've shot up. We've shot up, guys. I'll give it another like.
Let's go.
We'll give away this other card, and we'll give it a wee minute or 2 around that. And if we get to the 100, we'll give away Mohamed Jihazi as well. But we're giving away a Diade Samasiku first of all. Okay. And I only like to do a little question that's pertaining to something that's happened in the deadline show. Got a Benjamin Kimpioka for £16. I've heard a lot of people talking good about him. Great work, guys. Thanks so much, Andy Laird. Fist bump, my man. Thanks for seeing you in here. Shooter special in game week 28. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but fuck, you know. Like, come on.
Could be okay. Let's see how it shakes. But yeah, I can't think of... We didn't really have anything too like normal. We didn't have a midweek team to look at. Or...
I had a little midweek. The little midweek.
Yeah, but did we look at it? I mean,
no, we didn't.
People have to have good, you know, we play that kind of memory game.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
How many points did Harry's captain get or something, you know?
That's easy, maybe. If
0.
No, quite the opposite. Like as opposite as it actually gets as a number.
Woo!
Yeah, big Enzo. Half time, by the way.
Yeah, I was listening to you when this was going on. I had Nkunku, mate, and Nkunku at 6-0 had done nothing.
Yeah. He was on like a minus AA or something. I end up getting the last tier 4 here, Quinny. 34th.
Oofed.
Yeah.
Here's a good question, right, for the chat. According to... Right, I want to see how it looks on this website I'm looking at, which I won't tell you right now. 2 seconds. I've just came up with a great question, Harry. Thanks very much for the the Mr. Midweek action there. Oh, that's nice. That team, 616.
Yeah.
Good. Well, the team looks like
Get me a
well.
box. Yeah, got me a box.
Aye.
Yeah, keep it kill me.
This is what I wanted to ask. Right, I've got the. Where is it? Two seconds. Yep. Okay. According to Sorare data, what minute of the match did Cherky get subbed on?
Great question.
It's the same minute on flash scores. It'll probably be the same minute everywhere. But I just wanted to double check. The minute he came on the pitch, what was it? A shout in the chat. 16 likes away. 16 likes away from getting another card. What minute did Cherky come on? When did Cherky come into SOS for Leon? There were 2-0. No, there were 1-0 down. Cherky comes on with the cavalry. On the 61st minute, 61 is the right answer. Alongside Maitland-Niles, Fofana and Lacazette. Very quickly, going one each, drawing level. Lacazette, 93 minutes, puts him in front. 95th minute, Hoffenheim draws it level in the end. So, very exciting game. And the first person that got 61 in the live chat on my screen here, there's a few 66s, 63 or 62. The first 61 I've got, but is a stylish one. Good to see, my man. And then, do you know what? I've not actually got any other right answer.
Wow.
Till KC.
Yeah, KC.
And then under KC, I can't read that name, but it's like Middle Eastern, Eastern European, kind of Balkan kind of looking. Don't really know what language that is. Sorry, but maybe Greek or Albanian, or maybe Turkmenistan or something. It could be anywhere. Sorry. But yeah, few right answers. Not as many as I thought we would have got, but stylish one. Well, good value for it. Congratulations, mate. And I wonder if that's your club name. Stylish one. I'm normally good with remembering. Yeah, it is stylish one. There we go. Congratulations. I'll send you that Samasakuda now. Boom. And will we be giving away the Jihazi, I wonder, Harry? If you were a betting man, do you think we've hit 100 likes?
What were we on? 88 one way I saw somebody say. I don't think we have, mate. I know that's negative to say, but I think we're close, though. 95.
I think everyone's away for the game week as well, because when I've got 87 likes on my screen on YouTube. Yep, and we've only got 100 people left with us. I think we've had a lot of people go off into the sunset, into the game week, Harry Boy, to all get set. I set a premiere for the Zero to Hero series. It was a very short episode. It's probably about halfway through. But that'll be all from me and Harry on the Deadline show. Feel free to check that video. It'll be popping out on screen now. You can rewind it back to the start if you want. Some great giveaway action over there as well. Harry, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate. Good luck this game week.
Yeah, amazing show. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, massive good luck to you, mate, and everyone at home as well. Yeah, let's hope we all avoid the Friday night curse.
That's it.